This is the creepy customer we're not allowed to serve. I took this job at a desert diner because the pay was insane, $50 an hour. But there was one rule: never serve the man in the brown corduroy shirt. My boss warned me, if you talk to him, you vanish. It's different every time. Never pretty. So for months I obeyed, watching as he sat at the counter, always alone, always ordering something different. Sometimes he'd get a pie, eat it all, then order another. Sometimes he'd order a steak, medium rare, no sauce. And sometimes, like today, he ordered a club sandwich, no mayo. It was a quiet Tuesday morning when the new guy, Malcolm, clocked in. He was eager to please, a little too eager. As the man in the brown corduroy shirt approached, I felt a chill. What did he want? I stepped back, letting Malcolm take the order. To my horror, he chatted with the man, gave him a refill, even joked around a bit. And that's when I saw it, a tiny smile creep across the man's face. He leaned in close to Malcolm, and I couldn't hear what he said. But when he did, I watched him vanish into thin air. Poof, just like that. Malcolm was gone. I screamed, "He's gone." But the two government agents watching us from the corner booth just nodded and took notes. I don't know what kind of organization they worked for, but they seemed to know exactly what was going on. That night, the man came back to the diner. For me, he slid into the booth across from me. "Don't worry," he said with a smile. "I play by rules too. This is just fun." He explained that he collects people. UCA, and imagine how hard it is to keep a collection when you own a restaurant. He lamented. People just up and leave. It's so rude. He reached into his jacket and pulled out a small, intricately carved wooden box. "Here," he said, pushing it toward me, "a gift." Inside the velvet lining was a cake. A beautifully decorated chocolate cake with a single white rose on top. It looked delicious. I hesitated, then asked, "Can I eat it?" He finished my sentence. "Of course you can eat it. In fact, you should." I brought the cake into the kitchen. The chef eyed it suspiciously. "You know the rule," I reminded him. He shrugged. "Suit yourself." I brought the cake back to the table, placed it down, turned around, and in a moment of weakness or deliciousness, I don't know which, I cut into the cake and ate a slice. As I chewed, I could have sworn I tasted almonds. And then I saw it, a tiny scrap of fabric caught in my throat. It was a tag from Malcolm's shirt. I choked, panicked, and the man stood up, his face ashen. He quickly cut open the cake, revealing a horrifying sight. Malcolm's severed head. A note was pinned to his shirt. "You wanted him back. Here he is." The last thing I saw before the man vanished again was the wicked grin on his face and the blood dripping down his chin. Would you break the rules for $50 an hour? Comment what you'd do. And if you want the sequel, let me know. He promised he'd return with a new game. Part 2 coming soon.